So help me God.
Her Excellency Wavinya Ndeti took over power as the first female governor of Machakos County since the advent of devolution. Machakos is a vast county covering 6,043 square kilometers with a population of over 1.5 million residents, whose main economic activity is agriculture. Upon taking the oath of office, Her Excellency Governor Wavinya Ndeti meticulously outlined a visionary agenda, painting a vivid tapestry of ambitious goals and transformative initiatives that promised a new era of bold reforms and visionary leadership.
I would like to thank the people of Machakos for voting for me as their governor. When I was voted in, my work was clearly cut out. When I became the governor of Machakos, I became the governor for everyone. This was not the first time for me to run for elective office. I was the member of parliament for the Greater Kadhiani, which included Mavoko, that is at the river, and Kadhiani itself. I have a lot of interest in working for the people. And I always wanted people to be treated fairly and given what they want. It's not what we think as leaders that they want. One of the things that was very key for me, in Ukambani, the biggest problem that we have ever had in Ukambani is about food insecurity. And as I was campaigning, I was telling our people, for me, what I see and what I want for Machakos is to make sure that we have food security in Machakos, and that is where my clarion call was chakula mezani, pesa mfukoni. My vision for Machakos was very clear. My vision was that I wanted Machakos County to be a model of excellency with quality life to all citizens in a clean and secure environment.
A vision anchored on three pillars: food security, socio-economic empowerment, and infrastructural development. To date, Governor Wavinya's administration has initiated a total of 568 projects across the county. Majority of these have been completed.
Since Governor Wavinya came to leadership, I think from our previous engagement with the public through being a member of parliament in Kadhiani, then jointly with Mavoko, plus the two different national government administrations she has served as an assistant minister, those skills have helped her to engage people of Machakos through public participation, to identify projects that people of Machakos wanted done.
In recognizing the County Assembly as a critical arm of government and appreciating the role played by the House of Legislation and Oversight in actualizing development, Governor Wavinya has continued to engage members of the County Assembly in all relevant aspects to ensure smooth operations of government functions.
Now that the Assembly is working closely, and that doesn't mean that we are not oversighting the executive. Now that we are working closely with the executive, a lot has been done. I saw over 500 projects that has been undertaken just within 1 year.
We are an enabler to the whole governance system. We assist in legislating and oversighting the government. I would want to say that we have been given a very important platform as MCAs.
Governor is always on record saying that the Assembly has a duty to ensure that we do our three roles, that is representation, oversight, and also legislation. And that is exactly what we are doing.
In order to address the impending administrative and governance gaps inherited from the previous regime, 5 task forces were established: the Human Resource Task Force, ICT Task Force, Lands Task Force, Vehicles Task Force, as well as the Pending Bills Task Force. These task forces have since submitted their reports, and the respective recommendations are currently being implemented. The Finance Department has been a critical enabler of the county government services and operations.
We've been able to do CIDP, ADP, and all that budgeting cycle. So our governor is the first governor to go across all the 40 wards of the county. She was able to interact with Mwananchi. She's able to know where the shoe pinches the most. So, and we've been also being able to activate monitoring and evaluation unit so that the Mwananchi can get value for money.
According to the Kenya Demographic and Health Survey of 2022, 68% of Machakos residents had access to basic drinking water. To further enhance these numbers, Governor Wavinya has made interventions to deal with water shortage across all the 40 wards to bring this precious commodity closer to the residents. Residents have expressed their joy after the county government came through to actualize their dreams of having access to water after waiting for decades.
Watu walikuwa naendea maji upande wa Murang'a. Kushota maji huko tukienda kuchukua maji kuna motorbike, punda, na kwa mtungi tulikuwa tunasiwa 30. Na sasa tunashukuru gavana wetu Wavinya Ndeti kwa kutuletea maji karibu hapa karibu. Na hii damu wakati ilitengwa 1973. Sasa tuko na miaka 50 haijatengenezwa, na sasa tunashukuru Mungu kwa kutuletea maji karibu, kwa kutuletea maji kwa hata village zingine zitakuwa zikikujia maji hapa.
Hii damu ya Madhuna ilitusaidia sana kama wakina mama na watu wote, kwa sababu saa hii tunashukuru sana kwa gavana wetu wa Machakos, Excellency Wavinya Ndeti, kwa sababu hii ilifunikwa kabisa na matope ikakaa kama sahani. Saa hii tunaona hata tractor inaendelea, tunaona itakuwa sawa, hata ikiingia maji ijae haiwezi isha. Hii damu ya Madhuna inasaidia watu wengi sana. Kutoka Ngoleni kupitia Ngini, Madhuna tunatumia hii damu.
Tunashukuru sana kwa gavana wetu kutuchimbia hii damu, kwa sababu tulikuwa na ukame mingi sana ambaye ilitusumbua, na tukakuja tukaona mkono wa Bwana. Gavana akatujalia akatuletea tinga tukashibiwa damu, kwa sababu hii damu ni very very important kwa location at large, na inakuanga imeajiri watu wengi sana. Hasa sana kina mama wanaambanga Kalama sub county kuja kuchukua mboka hapa asubuhi, na sisi tumeona gavana vile umetuchimbia hii damu, tutasiti kwenda mbele.
Her Excellency's passionate drive to intensify water harvesting and reticulation has been felt across every village in Machakos. Residents are now keen on exploiting the opportunities to venture into subsistence farming.
Vile gavana alikuja, tuliweza hii bawa ilifanywa ile tunasemanga ile udogo ilikuwa imeingia hapo kwa muda kwa miaka karibu 30. Aliweza akatoa yote na maji ikaingia. Maji ilikuwa inaingia miezi 2-3 inakauka. Lakini vile sasa iliingia mara ya kwanza, vile mnaona hii maji iliingia tu, ilichimbwa last year September. Na vile mmeona imejaa, na iliingia maji ya msimu moja. Tangu hii kilimo ianze na hii bawa ikue, nimeweza kuwa nimeajiri watu kama 7 hivi. Tunafanya kazi na wao, na mnaelewa kama hakuna kitu inatoka shamba huwezi kuwa na wafanyikazi. Kwa hiyo naweza sema hii maji imeleta manufaa mingi sana.
Kitu imeniwezesha ni hii maji yenye tumechimbiwa hapa hivi. Ama si hii maji singeweza kufanya hii kilimo, kwa sababu huwezi fanya kilimo minus maji. Sasa maji lazima ukuwe na maji ndio ufanye kilimo. Hapa nashughulika na kupanda ndizi, na hapa hivi niko na nyanya, na hapa juu niko na sukuma, na niko na miogo na paipai. Hii damu ilikuwa imejaa. Ilikuwa imejaa mchanga ikajaa. Sasa ndio Wavinya ndiye alikuja akatutolea mchanga na tractor.
The governor has initiated strategic partnerships with state and non-state entities to facilitate the construction of dams and drilling of boreholes.
We want to appreciate Her Excellency because when she took office, even before she saw in the ministers, she had already implemented several water projects. And key is the 16 RRI dams that she did within a period of 100 days in office. That was very impactful because even today as we speak, those dams have water and the people rely on them in terms of irrigation and even water for domestic use. With the budget that was there, we managed to initiate several water projects. We were able to drill boreholes because when we came in, the drilling rigs were not working. But Her Excellency managed to set aside a budget where we had the rigs that were not working done, and we tried them and we were able to do boreholes that gave us water.
Kwa sasa water points ni kama 10 na kitu hivi, manake nikiangalia pande hii kuna saiti ya 5 na pande ile ya chini bado kunazo, kuna zingine ziko pande hii na ingine iko pande hii ya chini.
Tulichimbiwa borehole na serikali ya Machakos County ambayo iko mbali sana na kwetu, na tunashukuru sana sababu hiyo maji imetusaidia sana kwa matumizi ya nyumbani. Pia tunalima, tunakula boga, hata zingine tunapeleka soko tu tunapata pesa. Shida ilikuwa mingi.
Governor Wavinya has outlined a strategic agenda to construct 2 weirs in each of the 40 wards, an initiative she believes will strengthen small-scale irrigation potential for Machakos residents.
We're also going to build the big ones, treatment plant, where we can treat the water and bring it closer to the people. And also, we are restructuring our water companies. Our water companies are non-profitable. They're just there, they're making losses. So we are in the process of restructuring our water companies and ensuring that all the boreholes that we sink, we give them to the water company so that they can bring water closer to the people. And when the boreholes get spoiled, at least they are able to repair the boreholes.
The Department of Agriculture, Food Security and Cooperative Development is a key driver of Chakula Mezani Pesa Mfukoni philosophy as espoused in the Governor's manifesto.
I'm doing Machakos Agricultural and Technical Institute, which we are going to equip and make it work properly for Machakos. Because I'm forming Machakos Youth Service, and I want to make agriculture compulsory for everybody. Everyone now in Machakos, every young man and woman has got to know how they can feed themselves. It's not about the big farms and all that. They can still do kitchen gardens and feed themselves. So in our Machakos Youth Service, agriculture will be compulsory.
Within the first year of Her Excellency's tenure, major projects have been initiated and implemented across the county. Key among them is the distribution of certified seeds to 140,000 farmers in the past 2 successive planting seasons, aimed at increasing access to high-yield seeds that result in bumper harvests.
Wapatia mbegu leo, na hizi mbegu zimepatianwa kaunti yote ya Machakos. Kwa hivyo tulime. Watu wa Machakos, mimi nataka kuwaambia hakuna mtu atatoka nje akuje kutusaidia. Sisi wenyewe lazima tujisaidie. Tukijisaidia sisi wenyewe, tukiongea kwa sauti moja, tukisema tulime, kila mtu analima, nikiwapatia mbegu, mnaongezea, nikiwapatia miti, mnapanda miti, Machakos itaendelea.
This year 2023 we never gave 350, but we gave 2,850 per every ward. That will mean we have increased the acreage under agriculture by a very big margin. It also will go by saying that next year there will be a lot of harvest in Machakos County. It's one way of supporting the farmers.
Hii ndio msimu wangu wa kwanza kupata hii mbengu. Tangu nianze nini? Hapo mbeleni sikuwa napata. Lakini saa hii nimepata kupitia kwa gavana Wavinya. Ile gharama tulikuwa tunagharamia juu ya kupata hii mbengu ilikuwa juu sana. Kwa saa hii mimi singe afford hii mbengu, lakini nimepata kupitia kwake.
Her support to farmers with advanced ox-driven plows cannot be overlooked. The plows have improved features that enable farmers to till soil more effectively, reducing the physical strain on both oxen and farmers.
Tunataka kumshukuru gavana wetu Wavinya kwa kutupatia plow, sababu wakati hatukuwa nazo hatungeweza kulima mashamba yetu, lakini kwa wakati huu ametusaidia nazo. Tunalima mashamba yetu vizuri, na hata tukipata vibarua tunalima, tunapata pesa mfukoni.
By injecting a whopping 230 million shillings into cooperatives to support coffee and dairy farmers with fertilizers worth 72 million shillings, other farm inputs, chemicals, milk processing technology, as well as breed improvement by way of artificial insemination, farmers now have a reason to celebrate.
Mimi nashukuru serikali sana kwa vile hii mwaka imesaidia na inputs kama fertilizer, madawa, hata folia. Hiyo ni kumaanisha hii factory mbele hizi inaonekana mwaka hii tuta-improve kwa kulima kahawa. Kwa vile sasa tulikuwa na challenges mingi. Kahawa huwa inachomeka, CBD, refrust na insect. Hizo madawa zote wametupatia.
In the past 1 year, coffee production has increased to 6 million kilograms from 4 million kilograms registered in 2022. The sustained interventions are targeting to raise the production to 18 million kilograms of cherry in the next 3 years. In order to diversify income and improve the nutrition of the people of Machakos, the county government has supported 1,200 residents to take on fish farming and issued out dam liners, fish fingerlings, and predator nets. To minimize post-harvest losses, cold rooms have been constructed.
Serikali ya Machakos imetufaidi sana. Imeweza kutuletea hii mradi ya samaki ambayo tukatengeneza kama fish board. Kwa hiyo sasa tumeona inaanza kutuinua kama wakulima. Juu wakati tunauza tutapata mahali ya kujiinua kutoka mahali tulikuwa mpaka step nyingine. Kuna mahali nyingine imekuja katuangalia, katujengea ile cold room iko hapa Karakara. Juu hapo awali ulikuwa mabloga wanakuja kwa ile samaki yako wananunua ile kwa ile bei wanataka. Wanakulazimisha. Juu hakuna mahali kingine unaweza peleka. Na samaki si kitu ina ndumu. Kisha toa kwa maji ukipeleka pale sokoni umepata mabloga wananunua kwa bei mbanji, ukirudisha utakuwa imekufa.
Governor Wavinya Ndeti is a firm believer that disability is not inability. She has not relented in empowering people with disabilities to be self-reliant and live dignified lives. PWDs have received various farm inputs. Aggregation centers have also been set up to enhance value addition on crop harvest, thereby improving farmers' return on investment.
This heavy investment of over 10 million from the county government of Machakos, I want to say is an opportunity for the farmers, because the farmers will be able to get the red market here. We are going to add value on the farm produce, which includes the green gram, pigeon peas, all the cereals, and then present the end product to the market. So it is evidence that our farmers are now happy because they are able to get good returns, good market, good prices than before.
Machakos County is known in this country that it was the home of the poultry in the country. But because of lack of supporting our farmers in the industry and also not having market, most people stopped doing that as business. And therefore, as a county government, we have come with a system where we want to restock Machakos County.
Gavana witu ekie kindu chose muno kwenda kututungia wia witu latatera se kumatene anitwe yumetie kuutetia nikana tuyele umesani atuyiki ambesa ngusuni onde meno tani munene omunde nundu ni monye niwo mama ula waweta ni wika ula waweta ni wika.
When you check on the kind of milk we are getting in the county was so low, and therefore the governor put in place on how we can change the breed of the dairy animal in Machakos County, and we are moving them from a production of 1.5 liters per cow to 20 liters in the next 3 years. And we have begun that program by identifying 2,000 farmers in this Machakos County who we are supporting.
Uongozi wa governor wa Machakos County wametuongoza na tukapata mashini ya kuchemsha maziwa hii ambayo iko hapa nyuma yangu.
Governor Wavinya Ndeti recognizes that a healthy population is a wealthy society. Her first assignment was to facilitate the procurement of medical supplies. 400 million Kenya shillings has been spent on procurement of medicine and related hospital supplies.
The first investment was in medicine and non-pharmaceutical supplies. When we came in, there was absolutely nothing in the budget for medicine and non-pharmaceutical products. Therefore, Our Excellency caused a supplementary budget to be allocated to the health department. And for the last 1 year, we have bought medicine worthy over 400 million shillings.
Na nimeingia nikaona imekuwa safi sana, clean, na nikaona madaktari kila kitu inapangwa ikiwa sawa sawa na inaendelea hivyo. Madawa iko, hata kila kitu tunaona, hata madaktari wanakaribisha watu vizuri. Mama akishikilia hiyo kazi, akiendelea hivyo, hospitali yetu itakuwa mzuri na aendelee na kazi yake nzuri sana.
Healthcare workers had stagnated in one job group for a period of over 10 years. And therefore, Our Excellency directed that we promote those healthcare workers, and through our approval, we promoted over 430 healthcare workers who are doctors, nurses, clinical officers, laboratory technologists, etc.
We had stagnated quite long before we got our promotions, but when the new government came in, we were able to get our promotions, which was a bit of motivation for the workers, and we were able to serve the workers better since we are motivated after getting our promotion. Just to note that after the promotion was done, the same was effected in our pay slips, and we were able to get a pay increment.
A total of 61 new projects have so far been initiated across the health sector. Major renovations and facelifts were done in various facilities, and non-functional medical equipment offering critical services revived. The casualty section of Machakos Level 5 was renovated.
The governor did undertake a basic survey, I would call it, when she went for the first public participation. And what she did was that she requested the public to identify the things that they wanted. What came out of that public participation, we noted every ward out of the 40 wards, they needed an additional facility. Some facilities had been started, they were not completed, and others needed new facilities. As we speak now, we impact in the first year construction and renovation and completion of 40 new health facilities. And as we speak, we have completed about 25 new facilities, and we are about to complete the remaining 15 facilities to make it 40.
Tulikuwa tunaenda mbali wa Munyu, Mdeteni, Mara, Mwala, na ni a long distance. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru kwa sababu tunakuwa tunakuja hapa karibu.
15 years ago, while serving as the then Member of Parliament for Kathiani constituency, Her Excellency started the construction of Chumbi Level 3 Hospital. Unfortunately, after her tenure as MP, the project stalled and was never completed. Today, the establishment stands complete as a modern facility equipped for service to the residents.
Miaka kama 15 tumekaa tukiwa hospitali yetu haijaisha. Ilikuwa kama unakuja unakuta haijakamilika, haina madawa. Wengine wanaumia, wanadhoofika hata kufa kwa sababu hawana uwezo na hatuna facility kama hii. Tunashukuru Mungu sana kwa maana aliona ni vyema atupatie gavana Wavinya. Kwa maana wakati ule amerudi, amekuja akakamilisha kazi ambayo aliacha akiwa MP na imekamilika.
Oxygen generation plants were installed and piping done in level 4 and several level 3 facilities.
Initially, we used to have the oxygen cylinders, which were quite inefficient, especially when they are out of stock. You had to look for oxygen. It used to cost the hospital a lot of money. Now that the oxygen installed in our facility, we are able to take care of lives, save lives in the hospital, in the ward. Our patients do not suffer stockouts.
In order to improve provision of basic healthcare in the grassroots level, the county government has already carried out verification and training of 2,877 community health promoters who've been equipped with basic kits.
Tumeona mabadiliko, tumepewa vifaa mpya za kufanya kazi, pia tumetrainiwa kufanya kazi na hizo vifaa.
The county government has also implemented a hospital integrated management system that has greatly improved health records management.
Na hii system mpya tumewekewa hapa Kangundo level 4. Naona itatusaidia sana. Juu tutakuwa ukiwekwa tu kwa system mara moja. Ukienda kwenye umetumu utakuwa tu unaenda, ukifika huko utakuwa ushafika. Majina yako itakuwa ishafika. Saa hii hautakuwa ukibebana makaratasi, files na hizo vitabu. Juu kila kitu yote iko kwa system. Hii system ni rahisi juu unalipa tu kwa simu, hakuna kuzunguka ukitafuta change. Saigiri unaambiwa uende mara kwa canteen.
The department has received millions of shillings worth of donations and support from different partners, most of them non-governmental organizations. Good roads are a critical enabler to the economy, and Governor Wavinya Ndeti's administration has stayed focused on ensuring proper road networks to enhance efficient movement of goods and people. After taking over office, Governor Wavinya ensured that all serviceable machinery and vehicles roared back to life after months of being grounded in various county government yards. A total of 3,300 kilometers of roads were done in a record 100 days during the Rapid Results Initiative.
We've been able to undertake grading of roads across Machakos County, in all the 40 wards across the county of Machakos. Even the far-flung wards, in the areas of Masinga sub-county, Yatamwala, all the way to Molongo, Chumvi, the Mavoko sub-county, all the 8. We've been able to do using our own equipment. We've been able to grade roads that have never been graded before. We've been able to open up new roads that have never been acted upon since independence of this country. We've been able to make access to markets easy.
In the past 1 year, Governor Wavinya has initiated a total of 75 road projects across the county.
We have opened up most of the roads in Machakos County. And what we are embarking on now, we are going to tarmac in this budget this year alone about four roads. And we are also going to open up the major roads and maram them properly now.
In parts of Mwala sub-county, for instance, residents are happy after the county government opened up new roads in areas that had been neglected for many years.
Mimi nilikuwa mgonjwa miguu na miguu yangu ikakatwa na ninaenda na wheelchair. Ninafuraha sana kwa kuwa ninaenda kanisani. Sasa kesho ninaenda na ninapitia hapa barabarani. Hii tunatengenezewa ni gavana wetu Gavana Wavinya, na ninafurahi sana.
Dozens of new roads have been constructed, opening up many areas for business and easing movement.
I've been here for 20 years, since the year 2003, and this bridge tangu iwekwe hapa imechange maisha ya watu wa kijiji sana. First thing, most of the residents across this bridge used to sleep in the neighbors' houses until the rainfall is over, because it was impassable. But since this bridge was done, people can comfortably access their houses.
Additionally, in order to improve efficient access and growth of the new Machakos city and thereby attract investors, Her Excellency Governor Wavinya rehabilitated the Miwani New City Road, which also connects to various government facilities, including the Machakos International Convention Center, the New City Circuit, as well as the iconic Machakos People's Park. The Machakos bus park, which had remained in a deplorable state for over 15 years, was recarpeted and given a new face, improving the general travel experience for public service vehicle operators and commuters.
Hii kiwanja imekaa kwa city baya for long. Na wakati government nimeona ni vizuri watengeneze, tumeona mafanikio. Kwanza tutafanyia mahali safi. Hapo mbeleni abiria walikuwa wanahepa hii kiwanja kuanzia saa 12. For now tunafanya mpaka saa 3 saa 4. Kuna mwangaza, mahali ni safi.
The Public Works Directorate has been instrumental in overseeing every stage of construction works to ensure compliance with the required standards. The latest landmark record was the completion of the residence of the County Assembly Speaker, whose construction was incomplete but is now ready for occupation. The Directorate is currently supervising the ongoing construction of government offices such as the Ward Office in Kathiani Sub-County and the proposed County Headquarters Tower coming up in the new Machakos city. The newly appointed County Executive Committee member for Roads, Transport and Public Works, Rita Ndunge, is touted to steer the department to greater efficiency owing to her wealth of experience from both public and private sectors. Access to quality education is the cornerstone of the development of vibrant human resources for socio-economic transformation. To improve broader access to education for the youth, Her Excellency Governor Wavinya disbursed 80 million shillings worth of bursaries that have benefited students from less fortunate backgrounds in both high school and university.
By providing or by giving bursaries to our learners, ranging from high school, colleges and university, it means students will remain in school, rather there is no absenteeism. So when there is no absenteeism, it means performance will improve, and hence a transition from high school to tertiary institutions will be higher. Therefore, we have avoided wastage rates from high school to tertiary institutions.
Cumulatively, 870 university students received the bursaries, 576 in colleges, 47,468 secondary school students, and 512 students with special needs. This year alone, some 73 needy students have been awarded full scholarships. Through Governor Wavinya's leadership, vocational training centers across the county have been expanded, modernized and equipped with the right tools for training various skills.
Kupitia kwa Wavinya Ndeti tumesaidika sana kwa kuwa tumepata vyombo za kutusaidia kuendeleza hii kazi yetu kama dryers na equipment zingine za kufanya beauty kama za kutengeneza kucha.
The school was in a chaotic way. We didn't have enough dormitories, we did not have enough workshops. There were not enough tools and equipment for the practicals for the students. But later on, when she came into power, she supplied us with materials and equipment, and we are doing well. The students are now gaining much from the same.
The Department of Education, Vocational and Skills Training is coming up with a curriculum for driving courses. Some of the vocational training centers will be turned to centers of excellence, where courses such as driving, among others, will be offered. Already, 2 driving school light trucks have been procured to enhance practical driving lessons for 2 key centers of excellence. These are Chiemudeke Vocational Training Institute and Matu Vocational Training College. These 2 will pilot the proposed Machakos Youth Service Program. To accommodate the increasing number of children being enrolled in Early Childhood Development Education (ECDEs), Governor Wavinya's administration is in the process of constructing extra classrooms in every location across the county. This is in addition to the 17 that have already been constructed and commissioned. The benefits of securing linkages with development partners have started being witnessed in a pilot project at Chiemudeke ECDE Center, where children are now interacting with digital gadgets for a more exciting learning experience.
Teaching has become easy for us because when they use these devices, they learn more. Even the enrollment in our class has increased. They have really enjoyed coming to school because they enjoy playing with the devices and learning with the devices.
The school feeding program, initiated by the governor, has not only improved nutrition among the children, but it has also helped in boosting learner enrollment from 55,000 as at last year to the current 57,000 in 2023 and still growing.
200 days ambazo wameingia kwa ofisi, especially in the primary schools, we have benefited like this time of the year. Wakati tuko na hali mbaya ya njaa, tumebenefit na chakula ya kulisha watoto shuleni karibu yata yote mzima. Watoto wetu wameweza kuwa na afya nzuri na kila siku wanaingia shuleni kwa sababu wana matumaini ya kwamba wakifika shuleni at least saa 7 watapata chakula.
A daycare center has been set up in Machakos town to cater for babies whose mothers work for long hours. Governor Wavinya is a mother, a friend, and a role model to students countrywide. On several occasions, she has secured time out of her busy schedule to interact with learners and offer them advice and words of wisdom. The governor has also attended numerous co-curricular events where she's had the opportunity to encourage the students. The governor launched the now famous Governor Wavinya Cup, a county-wide soccer tournament that involved 640 teams from across the 40 wards in the county. Over 14,000 young men and women took part in the tournament. A total of 2,500 matches were played. Through this tournament, Governor Wavinya seeks to nurture talent development among the youth. A recent and timely scouting of talent during the Governor Wavinya Cup has seen 6 girls signed up to join both the National Under-17s women's team, Harambee Starlets, and the Police Bullets.
Kwa hivyo hii yetu sio mchezo. Kuna msichana wangu moja amechukuliwa anachezea Police Bullet.
The president of Football Kenya Federation, including senior sportsmen and high-profile football tacticians, such as the former Harambee Stars coaches Jacob Ghost Muley and Zedekiah Ziko Otieno, attended the finals of a tournament to scout for players. The winners were Ikalasa Queens in the ladies category and Kaluluene FC in the boys category. Each team walked away with 1 million shillings. The runners-up in both categories were Athi River Starlets and Mavoko FC. Each team here walked away with 500,000 shillings. In total, awards worth over 11 million shillings in cash prizes were awarded to teams that won, beginning at the ward level, at the sub-county and ultimately at the county level. Season 2 of Governor Wavinya's Cup is expected next year in 2024, where more sporting activities will be incorporated.
The Governor's Cup, a huge tournament we have begun. And the essence here is to continuously engage the youth, to keep them busy, keep them away from, unnecessary issues. But more importantly, during the tournament, we are taking that opportunity to register our youth, because we want to know where they are, what are their ages, what is their level of education, and finally, what is their need, and how can we as a county be able to come in, step in and assist.
Hii tournament may keep my youth away from drugs na mambo mingi. Weekends inakuanga mambo mingi, but youth at least wako hapa. Tukiangalia watu wengi ni mayouth wenye wako karibu. So naweza shukuru governor kabisa kwa kuanzisha hii initiative.
Imetusaidia sana sisi madem, kwa sababu most of the times zenye tungespend huko home na mastaff zingine, time nyingi inatupata ground, tunafanya something creative, kwa sababu huko nje tungepatana na bad company, of which tunashukuru Governor Wavinya Ndeti kwa yote yenye anafanya.
Governor Wavinya's keen attention to supporting sporting activities was evident when she facilitated the Kwantanze girls volleyball team with travel and upkeep to Casablanca in Morocco, where the team scooped the Africa Continental Trophy last year.
And I want to sincerely appreciate those that have worked with us in this journey, and particularly the county government of Machakos under the leadership of Her Excellency Wavinya Ndeti.
To pursue the dream of transforming Machakos into a regional sports tourism hub, Governor Wavinya signed a worthwhile memorandum of understanding with Football Kenya Federation that paves the way for the establishment of a football technical center at a cost of 600 million shillings. The facility is one of its kind nationally and will be domiciled at the new Machakos city. It will host 3 FIFA standard soccer pitches, an administration block, and training facilities for players and referees. The county government is also carrying out levelling and grading of community playgrounds across all wards. On matters gender, a gender-based violence recovery centre has been built in Machakos and will soon be operational. In addition, the county government has invested in the youth through training in ICT, life skills and mentorship. Over 3,000 youth drawn from the county have so far benefited from the free program.
This program, it has helped me to make work easier. Writing a code and connecting the various stuffs we need, like a tag, inatumika, tunazima everything at once.
In pursuit of fulfilling her promise to empower the youth through skills development and training, Governor Wavinya plans to roll out the Machakos Youth Service. This is a replica of the National Youth Service where recruits will be mentored and trained to acquire different skills. The Directorate of Special Programs, in conjunction with various development partners, is also building 60 homes for less privileged families across the county, an effort that is restoring dignity and decency among the economically challenged residents.
Governor waitu Wavinya ula wikite neza ndwala manathina atakwa nina yumwe nina ina thina mwingi ndira ina nomba nina koma nomba mbwathe ukogethia ninguye wa dina nikoma na thina mwingi na nundu nomba kiye nomba ningwigwa moyo dia cianga ina mwathime.
Nashukuru gavana wetu kwa kutujengea nyumba. Hatukuwa na nyumba ya kulala, tulikuwa tunalala na baba yetu nyumba moja. Tunamshukuru kwa kuwa alitujengea.
Ile nyumba nilikuwa ninaishi ilikuwa kama saa hii wakati wa jua haiwezi kukalika mchana. Kama ni wakati wa mvua unakaa tu na shida kwa sababu mashimo iko kwa mabati, inanyesha, inabidi sasa ikuwe hata hujatosheka. Mtoto mpaka inabidi mtoto hata mahali awe ajuko free. Juu anaona watoto wengine wao wakiwangi na shida fulani.
Similar strategic partnerships with private sector entities have also yielded generous donations such as computers and related ICT equipment that will be useful in promoting ICT skills for Machakos youth. Assorted foodstuff were distributed to needy families and in households affected by various disasters such as fire outbreaks. The county government has unveiled plans to establish homes for the elderly, children's homes as well as rehabilitation centers to help in reforming youth who are addicted to drug abuse and alcoholism.
We are also doing a rehabilitation center. Drugs has been a bit of a problem, and when I look at that, I look at Tala and Mavoko. That has been an issue. So we are building a rehabilitation center where we'll be rehabilitating our young people. Once we do that, we send them to the Machakos Youth Service for training, and then now we empower them.
The Department of Devolution has been instrumental in driving Governor Wavinya's resolve to build the capacity of county staff, while at the same time ensuring functionality of citizen engagement. Various cadres of staff, including ECDE teachers, emergency responders, inspectorate officers, and call center customer service staff, among others, have been trained in their respective fields of operation to improve service delivery to the public.
We have trained our human resource, we have trained our accountants. So most of our staff have been trained and the trainings are going on. This will help in capacity building our workers so that they are able to know what they are supposed to do, or they do their work professionally so that our people get proper service. In the last 1 year, we have also been able to clean our payroll so that taxpayers' money is not misused, so that we are only able to pay those people who deserve a pay in our county. We are still in the process of matching skills and jobs so that people undertake the jobs they have been trained for. In every sub-county, we will build a sub-county office. This office will be a one-stop shop where all departments will be represented in that office. Each department will have an office there, so that when our people have issues, or maybe agriculture, or maybe water, maybe anything, they can go there and there's an office there which is going to offer services to them in that one office. When Her Excellency Governor Madam Wavinya Ndeti came to power, she found a very demotivated staff whose salaries delayed until the following month. Our directive was that our workers must be paid on time, and we followed that, so we've been paying our workers on time.
Inspectorate officers have been given new uniforms, and emergency response teams have been retrained and equipped in order to respond to disasters and emergencies within the shortest time possible. The county's disaster preparedness status is top-notch, as witnessed during the launch of the El Niño Preparedness Team ahead of the 2023 El Niño rains. Advanced training has also been conducted in the handling of hazardous material, chemical fire extinguishing, deep well rescue, as well as rope work for high building evacuation. An ultra-modern trauma center has been strategically built in Chumbi to deal with incidents along the busy Mombasa Road corridor.
The feedback we get via the various oversight mechanisms is deeply encouraging. And for us, we are not in doubt that the public service is getting right in terms of delivering quality services to the public.
The Finance Department has been a critical enabler of the county government services and operations. Financial management systems, including USSD code, have been put in place to enhance efficiency in payment systems.
So in terms of finance, we've been able to streamline the issue of the procurement because it is very critical to the issues of pending bills. So currently, as we are working on cash flow-based procurement, and I can confidently confirm that in the last financial year, we never crossed over with outstanding payment, except for the few projects that contractors were not able to finish in good time, whose funds we've been able to carry over through a supplementary budget. This year, we are paying 399 merchants, and those are the hustlers. Those are the people who are below 500,000 and below. because we are working on the bottom of the pyramid. When the governor took over, the county had pending bills amounting to 3.1 billion, and that translates also to stored projects that were spread across the departments. We also had outstanding payments across some critical functions like medicine, KEMSA, Kenya Power. So those are things that the governor has been able to resolve and streamline. I wish to state that this county had multiple pay bills. It had a total of 211 pay bills, which we've since been able to amalgamate into one. Actually, the national government must have borrowed from us. We were the first county to amalgamate the pay bills into one. That is 16-16-16-0 for the general revenue payments. We also came up with another pay bill, 16-16-16-1 for the health revenues. Reason being, we need health sector being a critical sector. We wanted to reinforce the health revenues. We've also been able to decentralize all the banking halls across all the sub-counties. We are now, in fact, going to the wards. We've been able to map the revenue. I know in terms of revenue, we were among the best counties. We were ranked number 4 in terms of the counties that had greatest improvement, which was 28% improvement. In scientific terms, that was 311 million additional compared to the last previous financial year. But to us, that is just the potential of Machakos is bigger. It's about 6.8 billion.
Governor Wavinya's administration is keen on upholding the policy on promoting green energy in power usage. To actualize this, a number of government installations and markets have been lit using solar power, which has also led to lower power bills.
Machakos County was in darkness when Her Excellency took over. We found 1,400 streetlights. Her Excellency Wavinya Ndeti has installed and maintained 1,347 streetlights in her first year in office. We currently have 2,747 streetlights. The governor manifesto is we go solar. We will move from KPLC-powered streetlights to solar-powered streetlights.
In order to ensure proper urban planning and ensure service delivery on land matters, the county government is currently doing a county spatial plan together with the county evaluation rule, which was last updated 15 years ago. After completion, it will aid in the computation of land rates. To provide solutions in surveying and the processing of land documents, a Geographic Information System (GIS) lab has been set up. The Urban Development and Housing Directorate has mapped sustainable development areas in Machakos, Tala, Kangundo and Mavoko municipalities. Cleanups have been carried out in all the municipalities effectively. Being the bedroom of Kenya's capital city, Machakos is progressively emerging as a premier investment destination in various areas including real estate, hospitality, and transport. Through the Department of Trade, Governor Wavinya has introduced friendly policies to attract investors in Machakos, who have in turn helped in driving the industrialization agenda and jobs creation. In promoting the governor's vision to entrench and promote entrepreneurial culture among traders and expose the local entrepreneurs to international market platforms, traders drawn from the various sectors of the economy within Machakos were facilitated to attend Entrepreneurship and Innovation Trade Fair in Bujumbura, Burundi, where they secured markets for their products and established strategic contacts for regional trade. The traders have also attended various local workshops to sharpen their entrepreneurial skills.
Wakirudi nyumbani watakuwa sasa wanatuma bidhaa zao Kongo, watakuwa wanatuma kule nchi zingine kama Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, na hiyo networking ilikuwa ni jambo la maana. Hata wao wenyewe wamefurahia sana.
Regularization of market days has been done and market sheds are being constructed at strategic locations. So far, over 20 public toilets have been restored and renovated. Construction of new toilets has also started. This will go a long way in improving hygiene in trading areas. Boda Boda sheds are also being renovated and rebranded in all the wards. Various markets have been lit, making it convenient for traders to work for longer hours.
Wakati hatukuwa na hii mataa, hii soko ilikuwa tunafunga mapema. Lakini wakati mama alituwekea hii mataa, sasa tunafunga hata tunaendelea kama saa 5 hivi. Na hakuna waizi wanatusumbua. Saa tunashukuru sana na tunaomba mama aendelee na kututendea vyema.
Kwa wakati huu tunafurahia sana kwa mataa na ile mwangaza imeletwa kwa soko yetu, kwa makastomers wetu. Tunafanya kazi bila kuongopa kwa sababu wizi imepungua. Tunasema wizi imepungua. Hata saa hii mtu aangushe shindano hapa chini anachukua shindano yake.
The county government has also partnered with the national government in establishing an industrial park which is expected to generate thousands of job opportunities to the locals. Machakos prides itself as a home of world-class tourist attraction sites that continue to attract both local and international tourists. Sports tourism has gained traction, with the county being a favorable destination for sports enthusiasts. The Department of Tourism has now deployed the use of virtual reality headsets to market the county's tourism potential to both local and international tourists. Some of the outstanding destinations include the famous Chamwilu spot, where nature defies gravity. If you think you've seen the wonders of the world and haven't visited this spot, then you're wrong. Here, objects roll uphill when on free motion. Vehicles will move uphill when on neutral gear. The Machakos International Convention Center is now offering premier conferencing facilities. The iconic Machakos People's Park offers an array of recreational facilities suitable for family outings, weddings, music production, and other social activities. Ukambani is the pioneer of modern wood carving in the region, with its roots tracing back to Wamunyu in Machakos County. In Machakos Central Business District, Mulumutisia Gardens and the historic Fort Machakos, which had been neglected for decades, have been rehabilitated and secured with perimeter walls. The two facilities are now attracting residents as favorite recreational facilities due to their peaceful and soothing ambience.
We are also home to some of the leading cultural and religious activities such as the Komarok shrines, the Kibauni shrines and other shrines in our county. We are growing our hospitality space towards a bed capacity of 6,000. This will allow conferencing and other activities towards Machakos because we have a lot of accommodation services for our guests. We're excited and happy to welcome you here. Karibuni Machakos, twende Macha.
As curtains close on her first year in office and open for the second year, Governor Wavinya Ndeti has a bigger dream for Machakos County, with various flagship projects aimed at accelerating the county's economic growth in line with her Chakula Mezani, Pesa Mfukoni initiative. The county's strategic location gives it an edge above all other counties as the most strategically located for investment.
Machakos is the place to invest.